Hi guys, I'm Nicole and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about one of the most favoured houseplants and repotting it on a moss pole. So the houseplant I am repotting on a moss pole today is the Monstera Deliciosa. I had bought one in the post and it did come and it was a bit package damaged. I have taken a cutting and it has been in water now for about a month and a half and its roots have well established. So I am going to put this in with a plant that I did order from Flourish Manchester. The plant I took a cutting from has got a lot of sunburn and I know it might not be worth it to a lot of people, but I am just going to try and make it grow and put it at the back of my moss pole so it's not the ugliest thing to look at. But no plants are perfect, so we will just see. So I am going to be potting it back in the pot that this one is in, as it did have a lot of room when it came. This plant here with the baby plant, this is actually the plant which I took the cutting from, and this fuller bit is the plant that I got from Flourish Manchester, and this has got new leaves of its own. This one came out last week I think, and then this one has come out today, but for some reason it is missing half of its foliage, so I don't know why that is. So I'm going to tip this out of its pot as I will be using it again. Oh God. So the roots of these two plants have come together really well, but I am going to have to unravel them now, which shouldn't be too hard as I did only put them together the other day. So I have found quite a bit of root rot on this plant. I did find it when I first got it, so I am just gonna slice off some of the roots because root rot is not what you want on a plant. This is why I would suggest when you do order plants online that when they arrive, the first thing you should do is check the root system, because you do not want to have a plant that has root rot and then it will affect the whole thing. I don't actually think this is 100% damaged because it has had a lot of new growth and the roots are producing other roots, so it's not the worst thing to happen. So I am just cutting out the roots which are soft, where I believe there is quite a bit of root rot. Just because the roots are falling off themselves when I do touch them, so that is a sign that you have root rot in your plant. But as I said, this isn't me, this is how it came to me. So I have had this cutting in water since about the 17th of February and it has established really healthy roots. It did come from this plant. And I got this from Stretford Mall in Manchester, and this one has surprised me and it has grown really baby leaves and stems. So this wasn't really growing in my flat, so I thought it looks like it's dying, I'm going to take a cutting from it and then see how it goes, and it has done really well. And then this fully developed Monstera is from Flourish Manchester, and this did suffer a bit of damage on the way here. The leaves are a bit bent, crooked sort of, but it is growing, as I have said, new leaves, and it is just really healthy. So I am going to combine these on a moss pole, which I haven't done before, so please stick with me, and we will see how it goes. It has been found we need a bigger pot, so we're just going to pop that in there. I underestimated how big this plant was. So again, I'm just going to pat soil in the bottom, make sure it's not too tight so water still can drain out. I have just pre-prepared soil in this tub. It is the same soil I used in my Calathea video, just my houseplant potting mix, and this has got some sphagnum moss in it as well. This moss pole I did buy from Flourish Manchester when I was buying some soil from them. You can get moss poles from Amazon as well, which I've heard are good ones, but I'm always a bit sceptical about how good the quality will be. But as I said, I haven't actually stuck any plants on a moss pole, so this is new for me, and I hope I am doing it right. As this plant is a natural climber, I do think it is necessary to get a moss pole for these plants when they are getting more mature, just so they can find the way up the pole. It's a bit similar to like the pothos, because they are climbers as well. I am going to have to start velcroing it on now, just because it isn't sticking, well, it isn't staying where I want it to. This velcro is just from Amazon, and it does say to have a 5cm overlap. I did only go for a 50cm moss pole. I feel like I should have gone for a bigger one. The plant is much bigger than the pole already. If you saw this plant, would you be like, wow. So now all that is on there, I am going to try and attempt to sort of pin it to the moss pole. Some of these are actually alright on their own. So this one has a really strong stem, so this one won't really need to cling to the pole, and this one either. This one's alright as it is. Some of them are, to be fair, just better than others. So when I have done with this, I will water it thoroughly and make sure all the water drains through the pot when I have finished. But I am going to give it some plant food just to help it grow a bit more. So I think I am actually just going to leave it as this. Make sure all the foliage can get enough light. So now I have done that. Hopefully I've done it successfully. It doesn't feel like it's going anywhere, and it does feel like it is going to be very sturdy. So the plant I took the cutting off originally, I didn't actually think anything would happen to it, but it has recently developed new stems, and there is a baby leaf on here, if you can tell, but the leaf hasn't unfurled. The stem is getting longer, so I am hoping that when it is longer the leaf gets bigger and that unfurls, so there will be new growth. So that is my repotting my Monstera combining video and putting it on a moss pole. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.